Hello. Christmas in Camelot, and we are at chapter 10, The Knight's Gifts. The three knights lay in the grass, fighting for breath. The dance, we must stop. Stop dancing, gasped the older knight. You have stopped. We pulled you away, said Annie. The knight looked up at her and Jack. He had a rough, craggy face. Who are you? He asked in a hoarse voice. Friend, said Annie. She spoke loudly to be heard over the music. We come from King Arthur's castle. We're on a quest, said Jack, to get the water of memory and imagination. To save Camelot, said Annie. Camelot, whispered the knight. We come from Camelot. I don't recognize you. We're just visiting, said Annie. But we all know all about you. You're Sir Lancelot, aren't you? Yes, breathed the knight. And Sir Percival and Sir Galahad, said Jack. Yes, my son, Galahad, said the knight. King Arthur thinks you are lost forever, said Annie. Sir Lancelot closed his eyes. The dance, he said. It made us forget. I know, said Jack. The dancers must be the keepers of the cauldron. You can't get past them without getting caught up in their dance. Father, we must find the water. Sir Galahad tried to sit up, but he was too weary. He lay back in the grass. That's okay. We're here now, said Annie. You should all rest. Sir Galahad closed his eyes. Yeah, don't worry, said Jack. Annie and I will find the magic water for Camelot. But you are just children, said Sir Percival, the third knight. You must wait for us. There's no time to wait, said Jack. Camelot is dying, said Annie. We have to hurry. Then you must take this, said Sir Galahad. He reached into a leather pouch that hung around his shoulder. He took out a silver cup. With a trembling hand, the young knight gave the cup to Annie. Jack and Annie stood up. I think we have all 4 gifts now, Jack said, but I'd better make sure. He hurried to get his backpack. He was lying in the grass near the knight's swords. He pulled out his notebook and read the second rhyme. 4 gifts you will need, the first from me, then a cup, a compass, and finally a key. Great, said Annie. We got the cloak from the Christmas night and the other 3 gifts from them. This quest is really easy. Jack shook his head. It's not over yet, he said. We still have to find the cauldron with the water of memory and imagination. We'll find it, said Annie. Read the third rhyme. Jack looked in his notebook and read the third rhyme aloud. If you survive to complete your quest, the secret door lies to the west. No problem, said Annie. We survived the guards and the dance. Now the compass can show us how to go west, and the key will unlock the secret door, and we'll fill the cup with water from the cauldron. See, it's all easy. Jack still felt worried. A little too easy, he thought. What are we waiting for, said Annie. Let's go. Jack looked down at the compass. Okay, he said. The pointer's pointing north. So west must be that way. He pointed left, toward a thicket of bushes and small trees. Great, said Annie. Here, carry the cup in your pack. Jack put his notebook and the silver cup into his pack. Then he and Annie started into the thicket. They ducked under branches and pushed past bushes. Thorns scraped their hands. Twigs snapped against their faces. Ooh. Jack kept checking the compass. Could they really be searching in the right place, he wondered? What kind of door would they find in a tangled thicket? Listen, said Annie. It's so quiet now. The thicket had grown eerily silent. No birds called from the bushes. No music could be heard in the distance. Jack checked the compass once more. It says, we're still going west, he said. I just hope the thing works. It works, Annie said softly. Look. Annie was holding back a leafy branch. She pointed to a rocky hillside beside the thicket. Halfway up the hillside was a ledge. Between 2 giant boulders on the ledge was a shiny glass door.